Welcome back. This is the Weekend Report. I'm Masachaba Mposwa. Former Eastern Cape Judge President Justice Clement Temba Sangoni will be laid to rest today in his home village of Qokolweni, just outside Mthatha. Sangoni passed away last week Tuesday following a short illness. He served as Judge President until his retirement in 2017. And Chief Justice Mandi Samaya said Sangoni has left a lasting legacy in South Africa's legal system. Justice Minister Mamoloko Kubayi is expected to deliver the eulogy. And for more on the proceedings, we cross live to Newzroom Afrika's Xoli Mngambi, who is in Qokolweni village. Xoli, good morning. Justice Sangoni is praised for leaving an indelible mark in the country's legal system. What were some of his achievements?
Maschaba, good morning to you. And of course, indeed, we are live in Qokolweni village. This is where the judge president, the former judge president of the Eastern Cape bench, Temba Sangoni, will be laid to rest. I just want to describe to you what you are probably seeing right now. And it is that the judge president, or should I say the former judge president, is actually going to be laid to rest shortly. The proceedings are going to start at the gravesite, and that is partly because he is a senior traditional leader of the Qokolweni Zimbane Traditional Council, and so by tradition he has to be laid to rest before the sun is up. At least that's what has been explained to me, and this now goes beyond his role in the judiciary, which is partly why this funeral has been honored by the president for granting that he be given an official funeral. And as you mentioned in the introduction, the justice minister is already here. We see some of the parliamentarians, a familiar face that I'm looking at right now, Maschaba, Kusela Sangoni Digo, and that middle surname, or should I say that surname Sangoni, it tells you that there could be relations here. We're hoping that we could have a bit of a discussion with Kusela Sangoni Digo, who hopefully will be able to talk to us. But right now, as we speak, the preparations are to go and lay to rest the former judge president, and then thereafter the service, the funeral service, will begin. So that's where things are. You asked a little earlier, Maschaba, what the legacy that he leaves behind. Justice Maya, very clear that Judge Sangoni has left an indelible mark in South Africa's judicial system, particularly given the issues that would plague places like the Eastern Cape. Remember, these are far-flung areas, largely a rural area, and therefore access to justice for some people, it would have been difficult. And these are some of the achievements, as you've asked, whether he leaves behind any solid achievements, and those are some of the solutions that he has brought about, we are told, before his retirement in 2017, making sure that case flow management is achieved. And we see now the casket being brought out, and it is exactly the process that we have described to you, that we are indeed watching now the remains that are being brought out, and we are going to just be a bit shaky, Maschaba. In fact, I must also tell you that we've lost the connection to you, but I'll just keep talking as we see the proceedings getting underway. Once again, if you just joining us as a viewer, good morning to you. You are watching the official funeral of the late former Eastern Cape Judge President Temba Sangoni, and the proceedings right now headed to the gravesite, and that is partly because he is a respected traditional leader. He was a respected traditional leader of the Qokolweni Zimbane Traditional Council, and therefore By tradition, we are told that his body has to be interred before the sun is up. Thereafter, we will observe the funeral service that will then get underway. You see the police in uniform, that forms part and parcel of an official funeral. These are part of the honors that are granted to a judge president who has served his country with distinction, as the Chief Justice Mandisa Maya has observed. Let's just have a listen.
Lift. 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 Lift.
Newzroom Afrika anchor Xoli Mngambi on the ground there for us in Qokolweni village just outside of Mthatha in the Eastern Cape, where Justice Clement Temba Sangoni will be laid to rest today in his home village.